Since the usage of monks is getting more and more extensive in the recent months, especially in pro games, we are going to take a look at which monk is actually the best in Age of Empires 2. There are many bonuses that affect them from several civilizations, and because the nature of these bonuses might differ highly compared to the rest, it wouldn't be fair to judge them against each other, but rather depending on the situation, meaning we are going to rate them individually. Also, monks bonuses can have a different effect at low to mid elo players compared to pro players. So it is better to take a look at some specific situations in which bonuses are best to use. First, let's see what are the best monks for low to mid elo players. In a scenario where your micro is not at its best or you are still improving, I would highly recommend the Bengalis monks. Their civilization bonus grants them +3 melee and pierce armor, which is huge. That means that they are tankier and a bit more forgiving to play with. Someone would argue that Aztec monks are tankier than Bengalis, which is true, but only if all monastery techs are researched, since the more techs researched, the monks will get. So, in a post-imperial scenario, the Aztecs are indeed better, but take a look at what happens at Castle Age, where probably you are going to see more often the use of monks, as in Imperial Age the usage of monks tend to fade. The Bengalis can take extra damage, while the Aztecs will die earlier. So, in conclusion, the best monk to use as an average or low elo player is from the Bengalis. Lazy micro can be forgiving and your monks have better chance to survive. Now let's compare them during a situation where we have monk wars. You've just reached Castle Age and built a fast monastery to train some monks. At the same time, your opponent has the same idea with you, and so we end up having monks against monks. Which ones are going to prevail though? Well, short answer is the Teutonic monk. And here is why. One of the Teuton bonuses is that their units and buildings, including their monks, have more resistance to conversion. If we take a closer look at that, it actually means that conversion resistance delays the minimum and maximum by 1 and 2 respectively, and adds +2 to conversion resistance. In order to not get into more stats that sound too complicated, we can say that the Teutonic bonus is almost the same as half the effect of faith. Basically, in case both you and your enemy researches atonement, you have the edge of faster conversion on monks, making the use of monks against Teutons really hard to counter. Moreover, Teutonic monks have double the range for healing, so an extra bonus that can be useful at any stage of the game. But is that all about monk wars? Actually no. What about the Spanish with their unique tech, the Inquisition, which is available at the Castle Age and grants 20% faster conversion time? Let's take a look at a monk fight at Castle and post-Imperial Age between Teutons and Spanish. As we can see at Castle Age, with only Inquisition and Atonement researched for Spanish, which also requires a castle, and only Atonement researched for Teutons, the Spanish monk loses the battle. At Imperial Age though, where faith also can play a role, the Spanish monk wins. So, in my opinion, unless you are playing starting at post-Imperial Age, for example at death matches, at regular gameplay, Teutons are better because of the instant availability of the monks' bonuses. But there is more. There is another civilization that has resistance against conversion, the Sicilians, and specific their unique tech, the First Crusade, which provides 50% more resistance. But Sicilians also lack atonement and they can't convert enemy monks. Teutons are still the better option here. Next, let's take a look at a monk and its healing ability in case you need monks just for healing. We are going to compare Byzantines and Saracens. Also, Teutons have extra range, but it doesn't have any significant impact on healing speed. Now what we're going to do is to use some units with low HP and bring them close to some monks. Let's observe which civ will take less time to heal them. Let's start with the Saracens. The Saracen monks did 45 seconds to heal the paladins, and the Byzantines did 40 seconds, which makes them better at healing even for a slight edge. Healing can be crucial when you have a big group of expensive units, such as Mamelukes and Cataphracts, so healing can be very useful when used correctly. Now on the occasion you want a cost-effective monk, meaning that you follow a strategy that includes the usage of monks until the game reaches Imperial Age and eventually the game will end. Then there are two picks. The Portuguese with 20% discount on gold and the Bohemians with monks and monastery upgrades having their gold cost replaced by food. Of course the Bohemians lack many monastery techs, but you can spam them for days. It is a bit questionable though how useful are monks past Castle Age and at late gameplays. On the other hand, the Portuguese with their small discount have basically one extra monk for free for every 4 monks they train. Considering also that they have a strong monastery, it is a great bonus since you get it right from the start and no research is required. I have to give the win here to the Portuguese. Bohemians might have infinite resources for monks, but only after they research the Hussite reforms, which is available at Imperial Age, and as I said before, monks are most useful at early Castle Age, where the Portuguese have a significant edge. Now let's talk about mobility. The obvious pick here is the missionary of the Spanish, but we better take a look at the infantry monk, which is universal for all civs. The Slavs have the advantage here with 20% faster movement speed. This will help you grab relics faster and micro monks better that are being hunted down. But to me it is a useful bonus mostly to high elo players. Anything that has to do with speed bonuses most of the times works in conjunction with players' skills. The slower the player is, the less effective it will be for him. So I can't give the edge here to one specific civilization. Let us just say that missionaries are faster and call it a day. In conclusion, I'm not going to say which one is better, as it differs depending on the gaming style of each player. So let me know in the comments which one you prefer. The Aztecs with high hit points after researching old technologies, the Bengalis with extra armor, or maybe the Teutons who are unstoppable at monk wars? Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video, guys.